It is believed by many that the prestigious universities built in Negros Oriental lay stories left untold, and I am here to unfold what's been hidden in these dark corridors, leading to one silent room in one of the buildings of Negros Oriental State University.
Nasaan ako? Ba't ako nandito? Sino ka? Nasaan ako? Ba't ako nandito?
Hindi mo ba ako nakikilala? Ako ang iyong unang pag-ibig. Tayo ay nasa taong 1884.
Bakit ako napunta dito? May kailangan ba akong gawin?
Ikaw ay nabubuhay bilang si Rizal. May mga kailangan kang matutunan at malaman. Hindi mo na mababago ang mga naisulat sa libro, ngunit mababago mo ang iyong buhay sa kasulsulan. Matulog ka na at malayo-layo ka ng mga
On July 1885, Rizal reached Paris and went to Juan Luna's studio. While he was staying there, he continued working on his novel. While walking in the streets of Paris, he discovered a large eye clinic run by the most famous ophthalmologist, Louis de Wecker.
Buenos dias, senyor. I've been wanting to see you.
Puedo saber quién es usted, señor.
Rizal asked for an interview and showed his credentials that he had now his doctorate in medicine and asked if he could work under him. He worked in the clinic from October 1885 to January 1886. During his stay in the clinic, he met different personalities from different parts of the world, including several royal families of Europe. But behind these opportunities in Paris, he was still determined to go to Germany because he believed that he shall have to train studying ocular funds, which need more practice. In Germany, he was told that they teach this well. On February of the same year, he left Paris and set out by train. When he arrived in Germany, he was surprised about how great order the country holds. He experienced difficulty in understanding the language of Heidelberg, Germany, which challenged his life there. He was advised by a friend to go to Wilhelmsfield to learn the language. He did what was told and stayed at Olmer's family, who were Protestants, and they were the ones who led him to realize the faults on his novel. After 2 months of staying there, he left Wilhelmsfield besides Ulmer's refuse, but eventually they agreed. He arrived at Heidelberg worrying how to publish his novel due to political issues that his novel contains. He wrote to Paciano if it is possible that he will pay the publishing fee, but there was no reply until August. He moved to Leesburg, a city of reputation in publishing books. Rizal contacted Ferdinand Blumentritt through a letter with an arithmetic book written by a Filipino writer. Blumentritt replied corresponding Rizal's request, and he advised him to approach influential men in Berlin. Rizal went to Berlin and stayed in a low-cost housing while exercising in a gym and earning cash as a publisher's proofreader. Paciano replied asking for the cost, and Rizal sees it as a hope to publish his book. Until he became sick because he became occupied by a lot of things. Despite his sickness, he still continued correcting his novel. Although he has the best perfect masculine body as man could have, but the fire in him is dying and can't even simply burn so little fuel. Blumentritt messaged him again, suggesting to meet Jagor, but Rizal has no eager anymore at this time, thanking Blumentritt and replying in declining effect. He ceased his doings in mid-December and confined in his room, mentally and physically exhausted, but is still working on his novel. A former fellow assistant visited him and told him that he has tuberculosis as per his observations. A day before Christmas, Maximo Viola visited him and diagnosed him that he is not experiencing tuberculosis. Instead, he only lacks eating and must eat on time and to not exercise a lot. Following Maximo's advice, Rizal became well, and after regaining motivation, he continued his journey and finally met Jagor, that he once refused to see. Jagor introduced Rizal to his peers and they became acquaintances. He became a member of famous organizations in Europe. These times in Berlin may be said to mark the pinnacle in his life, being the completing point information of his personality. Maximo and Rizal tried to find the cheapest publishing shop. He received the 300 pesos that he asked from Paciano, but because of his financial situation, he spent it on food and lodging. Viola offered to pay the publishing fee, but he refused because he was embarrassed. But eventually he accepted Viola's assistance on a strict understanding that it was a loan and not a gift. Finally, his book was published. He sent off copies to his friends. Before leaving the country, he spent time with Viola, enjoying the beautiful and romantic scenery of Europe.
Maraming salamat, Binibini.
Okay, Raman good. You can be casual lang man.
Nung una kitang makita, piniyag mo agad ang aking mga mata. At dahan-dahan ang nahulog, hindi ko na malayan na ikaw pala, ikaw na nga ang matagal ko nang hinintay.
XB, X Batala Music. Yeah.
Uy, ikaw yung kanina, di ba?
Ako rin yung kahapon, yung tinulungan mo sa klinik.
Thank you nga pala. Pasensya ka na, di na ako nakapagpasalamat kanina. Nagmamadali ako eh.
You're Redford, right?
I'm Dawn. Nice to finally meet you. Sige, una na ako ha. Bye.
Teka. Kumain ka na ba? Tara, kain tayo. Libre ko.
Na ikaw pala, ikaw na nga ang matagal ko nang hinintay. I'm falling in love with you.
Hindi mo na mababago ang mga naisulat sa libro. Hindi mo na mababago ang mga naisulat sa libro. Hindi mo na mababago ang mga naisulat sa libro. Hindi mo na mababago